am down here in beautiful, and windy, beautiful and windy Denver, Colorado. Got a nice breeze going on down here, and you know, I was walking by this barber shop earlier, and I was also thinking about this video that I watched from Tim Kreitz, Kreitz Adventures. Man, the dude puts out some amazing videos. Anyway, I was watching one of Tim Kreitz's videos where he was talking about his channel. You know?
Are you happy with the content? Does it move too slow? Is it too laid back? Is it too focused as a travel type channel instead of more of a motovlogging channel? Would you like to see more traditional vlogs? Would you like me to move into controversial subjects?
And I gave him some feedback, and I basically said, Tim, I mean, I think you should do whatever the hell you want to do. You know, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's his channel, and, you know, I firmly believe that really at the end of the day, I mean, you should do whatever the hell you want to do when it comes to making videos on YouTube. I mean, in fact, that's actually a strength. You know, I mean, that's actually a benefit of making videos on YouTube, is that there are no rules, you know, or there are very little rules, if anything. I mean, you could basically do whatever you want, you know. I mean, like I said, there's some boundaries there, but the boundaries are pretty wide. I mean, you could take your channel and do whatever you want to do, and it made me think about my YouTube channel and the SoopaBee channel and how I try to approach my channel. And I've always approached my YouTube channel from the perspective of my old barbershop. And so this is why I brought up the barbershop earlier and what made me think about all this, because really the way that I approach my YouTube channel is very similar to the way my old barber, Ron Yaki, used to run his barbershop. And unfortunately, Yaki passed away in his sleep, man. He was the barber I went to since I was a kid. And you know, he wasn't even that old, but he passed away in his sleep. And wouldn't we all be so lucky to pass away as peacefully as he did? But he ran this barbershop for decades, and you know, I've been going to him for years and years. And Yaki, the way that he ran his barbershop was, you know, you could talk about anything, almost anything under the sun in Yaki's barbershop, except for religion and politics. Those were his two subject areas that were off limits, and those are his two rules. You can talk about anything you want to, but religion and politics. Those are the two. And I really appreciated that, and it just made for a wonderful environment, you know, because you didn't have to have, you know, conversations, you know, that were potentially crossing the line or, you know, rubbing people really the wrong way. People get so heated on those two topics, you know, that you could really drive people to hate you, you know, or to not want to come back to the shop. So there were two areas, religion and politics, that were just off limits. I remember seeing a dude in there one time. He had never been in there before. He started going off about Obama or something like that, you know. And Yaki, he set him straight quick. He's like, hey man, my barbershop, my rules, we don't talk about these two things. And after that, it was all cool, you know. So you can argue about the game and talk about whatever, but cannot talk about religion and politics. And it just made for a really good environment. I loved going to Yaki's barbershop. I just loved it, you know. I really did. It was like, you know, it was like my little, I don't know, my little oasis. You know, it was like the time where I could get together with like-minded guys. It was all guys in there for the most part, and just banter and chat about this and that, and you know, and debate on these subjects and this and that. It was great. And I think I approach my channel, all this to say, I approach my channel in that same way. I really do. I try to, I think, stay away from topics, too many controversial topics, but definitely religion and politics. Now, that's not to say that touching on religion and politics is wrong. It's not. I mean, it's just that's how I approach my channel, you know? But if someone else has a YouTube channel that talks about religion and politics or other controversial topics, I mean, they're free to do so. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, heck, man, I even subscribe to some channels where the YouTube content creator is talking about some controversial topics, and I love those channels. It's just not me. It's just not how I approach my YouTube channel, you know? And I like it. I really do. I like the way that I've approached my YouTube channel. I feel like it creates a good space for me, and in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm back in Yaki's barbershop, man. It really is pretty cool. So, even though I'm out here just talking to myself, look at this. I'm talking to nobody. There's nobody out here, man. I'm just talking to myself in my helmet. So, anyway, with that, my friends and my people, continue to ride with confidence, head up, 100%. Yeah, this is SoopaBee.